Okay, so that one is the waving chair. I designed this thinking about the traditional Danish chairs. Again, also, of course, the spikes is one of my identity. The rope, I also do by myself. That's the paper that I use. I take the paper and it became something like this. And then I have to go slowly. I could buy the rope already done, you know, but it's nice to do by yourself. I'm not ordering it. I'm really going for it. I come from Brazil. I was born in tribal Yanomami in Amazonas. And I think my relation to the nature, my relation to the wood come also from that space. The tropics, there is a lot of trees with spikes, and this is something that relates a lot to my childhood. And I want to try to bring something that comes from the Tupi-Guarani language. And Uta, it means transformation, it means home, and it means the center of the tribal, you know. Uta, it was for me the first thing that came on my mind. You cannot consider working with wood without accepting the movement from the wood, you know. It's a huge thing because it's a metaphor. I'm not only shaping objects or sculptures, I also somehow shaping myself, you know. It's a very therapeutic. As a non-European, I know that I can bring a lot about myself. And it's not about a territory, it's not about borders, it's more about, who I am. I'm really intriguing to understanding the wood as a projection of my body somehow. And I like also making mistakes. For instance, some of my pieces, that one I cut too much and I said, wow, that's great, actually I can create something that shaping it, you know, and not being so strict in my initial ideas. This is one of my last series, Cactus Flowers. It's inspired by the phenomenon of the flowers of the cactus. It's a central piece that you can place in your table, around your house. I created this urushi-kum, that is the mix of urushi and urukum. And I mix these textures to create this black and red color that is quite intense. Most of that series I create with the falling trees. So it's really giving a new life for the wood that was supposed to be decomposing in the forest. Many people told me that makes them think about also the organs, you know, the parts of the body. And again, I like in my work to kind of create this very soft touch with this aggressive and very impactant touch of how you also present your pieces. What interests me is not the outcome of the piece, it's more also the process that I arrived there, you know, like which techniques interest me and how do I mix those techniques. It's so important to really take a massive piece that you don't have any perspective of it, and suddenly you start to shape and create a form. And often my inspiration comes from an image or a memory. And I always try to write before to going and drawing. It's great because it gives me also a perspective of opening my sense, you know, and it's not going directly to the product itself, you know. I have the feeling that in our days, everything has to be produced very instantaneously and digitally, and it feels good to be by your own, facing your ideas by drawing, you know. And the hands, I guess it's the best tool to connect your brain, you know. In this place here now, it's where I really create and get inspired by all the influences that I want to bring to that piece. It's more the this space of understanding the process and also reformulating it and making it much more in this theoretical part. In microfactory, I'm really into the concrete. It's more the practical thing. Microfactory, it's a huge movement of contra-capitalism, actually, you know, because today buying tools and to invest in your work, it's a lot of money. I was teaching in the university in Cologne in the Masters of Art and doing the wood, and I realized that if I don't really go for the wood, I will never have the sensation of really like having like marks in your hands and understanding like the pain of it, or not only the positive things of making furniture or objects. What I'm using is the ink, the Japanese ink. It's very good for the wood because it's not staying in the surface, it's really going deep. I do 2 times this with the ink. I do a second layer and then I put a black oil on top. Many people, they still doing what they do because they are afraid of changing. As I change from Amazonas to Fortaleza, from Fortaleza to Europe, changing work, and I think I consider myself as a nomad. You plan something and that thing it's really resonating in the world, and for me it's what I really aim for UTA, you know, that the pleasure of doing it, it's beyond anything.